So I should be live on YouTube. Yes, and on Twitch. That all seems to be working. Let's see. Yes, I got a mic, I got the webcam. It's been a while since I've streamed, but it all seems to be working. Let's get to some codes. Let's work on some transitions in composite blur. Let's make this size that fits. This one is working, so if we add a filter, wait, just a little blur and then go to some more. Yes, that is working. And with do a quasi, we don't have blur type, so we can remove this code. That should be enough. Let's test. Yes, let's try to get something similar working for the Gaussian blur. That should be here. There is one other thing we need to fix in this one. We need to this should be the case. Yes, Welcome on in, Steve's very own almost birthday. Like in 3 hours or something, then it's my birthday. Then in the time zone I am, then it's the 23rd. That's my birthday. Why don't I see this message in social stream? It's changed. Well, happy birthday, thank you. So that part is working. So if this is this should be, if it's greater than half, then it should be s minus a half. It should be. I am working on making a composite blur work with move transition. So if you transition from a source that has blur to a source that has no blur, that it does a transition for that. And then if we transition from one type of blur to another type of blur, now I'll transition to no blur as in between points. That should work fine. I think I did it something like that. That's not that was in the advanced mask filter. No, that should not be in the filter. Hey, welcome on in, A-Trade. I was digging in deeper to your scene move transition yesterday, playing with a bounce effect for sources. Yeah, that can be fun. Let's see. This, and then I had it for yes, this is It should be like this. That should be fine. Let's see if that does what I want. Okay. This one I will give Gaussian. It's going for fully. It's the wrong way around. This should be like this. Any suggestions on sources not in previous scene move is not as smooth during transition? By default, sources that are not in the previous scene start in the center left as 1 pixel size and transition to the position, but in the properties of a move transition, you can, for example, another effect you can do is for appearing items, set the zoom to 100% and the position to none and the transition to fade. Then the appearing items just fade in the position and don't have movement. That's another option you can do. That's the effect you want. If I remove this color source and go between, did I not save? Appearing items 100% none. Fade. Disappearing items 100 none. Fade. Then the white background color source you see here is fading out and in, so that's an another option you can use with the move transition for sources that are not in both scenes. I was looking at transitioning from composite blur to I just started playing with the zoom settings but didn't go that far yet. Yeah, the zoom settings, like zoom 0% is it will zoom the image to like 1 pixel, and if you just set it to 100%, it doesn't do any zooming at all on the sources. So now we have to do something similar for the Gaussian blur. The Tuaquas is now working. Rare Exceldo stream, yeah. I've been offline for a bit, but I felt it was time to stream again. I was working on some code that was kind of interesting. At least it's interesting to me. I hope it's interesting to you as well. So that's what I'm working now on, is the transition, if one source has a composite blur filter on it and you're transitioning that. Let's see, so that is working. Yeah, the most visible is it when I have, like for example, on this one I don't have a blur, and on this one I have a blur. Then that is a bug. Why is it keeping it the whole time? Is it the one I kept? Is this the dual quasi? Yes. I wanted to show and it's not working. Let's see if filter 2 is set, because I would not expect that. We don't even get to this breakpoint. Interesting. Interesting. Why don't we get to that breakpoint? It might be because of the setting I have here that I wanna do. No, it's no transition set. Hey, welcome on in, Voral Bemks. No idea how you pronounce that. So that it was working a bit before, but I think it's working when I don't have a filter on here. If I remove that, but the disabled filter should not influence it, but it does. So that's a bug in Move. So let's fix that first. Let's see, where did I put this one? Here. I think I'll get here. Let's see. Voral Bem Mix. Bem. I am doing fine. Let's see if I can get that breakpoint. No, so we're not getting a filter. Let's see if we get here. Filter 2 is not set. That is correct. This is the pointer, right? Yes, it's the pointer. So let's see. What is the best way I can send you any crash reports that I encountered while running some plugins you made? Ways you can send me crash reports is on GitHub. You can make an issue. You can send me the data like the crash report and the OBS log file, or you can do it via Discord or Twitter or Blue Sky. You have or send a message on the OBS forum. That are all options. I want to make it as easy as possible for people to send it to me. So whatever method you find the easiest, I would always advise try to get some steps to reproduce the issue. Not like a message like it crashed for me once and no information at all. That doesn't help me solve the issue. So a crash report, if OBS generates one, helps me. OBS log file allows me to see what other plugins you have loaded that might be involved in the crash and what things you have done so far in the session up to the crash. So if you provide an OBS log file, please provide one from a session that has the crash. I was having issues with the replay source plugin on OBS 31, crashing constantly. Did you update the plugin? Because when 31 came out, I fixed some issues in replay source. So the first thing you can do is check if you have the latest version. Otherwise, test it again with the latest version, because if I go searching for a bug or issue that is reported, I will always search in the code that is the latest version, and if it's something already fixed, it's a waste of time to be searching for it. It's replace source 181. Yeah, that has OBS 31 crash fix, yeah. So that's... Then it might be something else I have not fixed in that release or something like that. So then, yeah, send me over crash reports and I can have a look. And if you send them over now, I might even be able to have a look on stream. So. Let's see. Get here. That is set. It's reverse, but it should not be a problem. And then this returns it, so we should be in the dual quasi. Yes, we are. This should be correct. Why is it not working then? Let's move the breakpoint again. This one. It's working now. Did I remove the filter? Yes, I did. It's a dual quasi, and then if we transition it's working now as expected, and if I disable this filter, then it's broken. Interesting. Then we detect the filter here. The filter is found. So here should be this doesn't increase. This increased the reference. that should be fixed here, right? But it returns always 0. And that is not correct. And if it's an other type, so we need to split this into 2 if statements. And then remove this part. And let's fix the memory leak in here as well. Hey, welcome on in, gonna go for it. I'm making a scene collection for a friend. Do you know if there's a scene transition that looks like turning a page? Yeah, there is. For turning a page, I can show you. Let's see. Let's run OBS. And we are gonna add user defined shader. Load shader from a file. It's something the page field transition shader. That should be like. Is that what you're looking for? That was the one I was thinking of, so. Let's see, for a move. That's fantastic. Nice. En ja, goed, terug naar Enschede. Let's switch here. That should be okay. Let's see, that is working now. So that's a bug fix for a move plugin. So the blur is nicely going away now. For the disabled filters. Let's see if we have other changes in this. Let's see if we release filter to in other places, because it gets a reference. So we should release it. But it should be released where this one is used. So do we do that here? No. That might also be the case in shader filter. Let me check. That should be a fix for that one. And here it can be here. That should be enough. Then in advanced mask, we also have here. I just sent my crash report to you. It took a bit longer than expected. I had to make a copy of my OBS install to OBS 31 while keeping my current OBS. Yeah, you sent it on Twitter. Let's see if I got a message. It is, let's see. In the clear hotkey, that should be easy to fix. Let's see. Replay source. let's see, what was the error? Frame init, and it would be an empty frame probably. Is that something I have fixed but have not made a release for yet? Let's check my GitHub. Because that can also happen. Let's see. Is there commits after this? Doesn't mention it. That's no, that should be in 181 because this does not look like 181 because this code is not here. So I think that you are not running the latest version of replay source. Because the stack trace points to something that is not there anymore in 181. Hey, welcome on in, Easy Border. Mr. Wizard. I'm fine. Let's see. I was busy with this one. Filter 2. Filter 2 source. This one should be released. How was the rest of the TwitchCon? We met at the food hallen. I met so many people at the food hallen. Do you have? I think it was the night I was sitting outside that I met you, right? And let's see, can you relink the updated version of the plugin in the chat? OBS forms, that's at 181. You can check in the OBS log file if you're running 181. That's the that should be somewhere around here in your log file. Move the replay source should be here in 181. I was wearing my OBS shirt. Then it was Friday, because I had that on the first day, yeah. I checked the commits back to and can't find any message of OBS source frame in it. That's interesting, because that was in the stack trace here, right? Let's go back to this one. This one. The replay clear hotkey. Yes, that's. Yeah, all my plugins should set a version, print a version number in the log file, and like, for example, if you have a replay source, I think it also shows in the bottom of the properties. I often no. I didn't do that in replay source. No, so you have to look. That's probably because it's one of my earlier plugins and I never added that, but many of my plugins you can see a version number there. I know nothing of programming, though I understand logic. I need to do a deep dive on the move transition plugin soon. Yeah. I'm kind of working on the move transition plugin at the moment. So what I'm working on is getting the composite blur working with the move transition plugin, so that when you switch between an image that's blurred and not blurred into scenes, that it can support that. So that is. I just hope I'm not coming off as annoying or problematic. No, you're not. One way I can also just see if I can make a replay source and add a hotkey myself, and I can see if I get an error here. It should be an easy. I take out. No. Replace source, yeah, reuse the existing. That's fine. Let's see the hotkeys. I usually have my game scene as a blurred background in the chatting scene. I would love to be able to do that with move transition. Yeah, it is already possible with move transition, but now you have to use move value filters, and it's a lot of work. Not a lot of work, but you have to tune that to add the filters and to make that work. And I'm working on making it easier so that when move transition detects that there's a blur on one scene and not on the other, and it detects that's the same source, that it will solve it automatically for you. Let's see, hotkeys. replay source. We need a hotkey to save a replay and to clear the replay. So save a replay, clear the replay. Seems to be working. Let's do a breakpoint just to be sure. It didn't save a replay, so that's not a good test. Why didn't it save a replay? Replay. Should be this one. That's called. Let's see if that is working. No. I did set the right hotkey, right? Oh, I did set save replay and not load replay. That should be my problem. This one can be removed, and I need load replay. This is the one I need. Yes, that is there, and then when I clear, I get to this point. And that all seems to be working fine for me. So capturing a replay and clearing the replay all works fine. I just think it's a bummer that StreamFX went behind the paywall. Yeah. If you want to do great chroma keying, you can look at the video of Finite Singularity. He has some chroma keying in the Advanced Mask plugin. That's working good. And he made a video about it. Let me see if I can find that for you. Finite Singularity. Let me. That should be this video. It did only send that on Twitch. Why doesn't it send that on YouTube? I send it like this. Yeah. Okay. Got that done. I don't need to do the memory thing because filter from is not at ref, and this is adding a reference. So I should keep it the same. So if I do it for all, then it should be fine. And then I can remove the ref counting from the other ones. This one can be removed. Okay, close that one. I'll try to be back later, otherwise see you next time. Keep on wizarding with code. I'll keep myself busy. This can be removed. Okay, close this one. We are working here. That should be fine. Then we can see if we can get it working for Gaussian. And then we can copy a part of this. Yes, let's see where the rendering is done here. We have multiple different Gaussian blurs. Area, directional zoom, motion, vector. Interesting. I think there was something like radius, right? Yes. Radius, composite blur. So we can make that go to 0, that's fine. Where is the radius used? It's set here. We cannot. Yes, this is the same function, so we can override that. But yeah, regarding the replay source crash with the hotkey, as said, the only thing popping out is double call to OBS source media ended. That should not cause any issues now. The issue with the crash is in OBS 31. In previous versions you could output a frame of 0 size. In one version it was a frame of 0 size, and the other version is a frame of null. If you so if I go to replay source and I still have the crash port here, this one in previous versions I sent a frame of 0 size, and now I sent null. Yeah, it created a frame of 0 size, and that would try to allocate 0 memory, which is not allowed, so it would crash. That's what you see here. This breakpoint is that you're trying to create a frame of 0 size. Let's see the Gaussian. So this radius is the thing we wanna alter. So we start with float radius, and let's not start with the directional blur. That's this is in the update, it's all fine. Let's pixelate. Gaussian area blur. Let's start with the area blur. Maybe it might be because of the vertical canvas I was using for this. If you are using 8 vertical, it should be totally fine. What I was doing with the plugin was using the vertical canvas to capture my camera and gameplay in full screen, and that way I can zoom into my face during replays. So if you're using a vertical canvas, then you might be using just a replay buffer or backtrack from that, and in that case you don't need a replay source if you use that for your replays. Let's see, this is the radius, and then we can use that radius. And it should be somewhere in here as well, right? No. Why is radius not part? It's at the kernel. Then we have to update the kernel. It's more difficult. Where is that kernel set now? Sample kernel, the radius. Let's see where that is. Do we want to calculate the kernel every frame? Or can we? We have to, because the size changes. Well, thank you for the follow, Marcos Lanes. Let's see. Because this update is called here. That's in the composite blur update. Welcome to the stream, Marcus Lanes. That is called on an update. Then the kernel is recalculated. So if I do that, I need to make sure I return it to normal. It's not that easy to support the Gaussian in that. For how simple the dual class A was. Let's see. I think I can do the pixelate very easy, because that is working there. Radius, and it's calculating the passes here. So I should be able to do it before that. Yes, it updates the passes, so if I do it here, just remove the const, and then copy this bit of code here, and then let's see, this would make it go to 0, and that's not what we want. We want to get it back to 1, because it's minimal 1. So this is keep this, and this will be radius is already a float, right? Yeah. Why is it casting? Oh, it should be fine. So this should be fine for switching between two different pixelates. This goes to 0, and I don't want that. So I want radius minus radius -1 times. That's plus 1. That we should also do that here. And then we should be fine for pixelate. Let's see if I did that correctly. Hey, welcome on in, Res1 Coder. Let's see. Let's make this one pixelated. And then when I go to that one, yeah, that seems to be working. And then if I disable this blur, then we should go to pixelated back. So that's also working. So we got it working for dual quasi and pixelated. Are there any strange options with pixelation? Rotation does not influence it. I influence the pixel size. Should I influence the smoothing? Hey, welcome on in, hey Trey. What I'm working on today is the move transition combined with composite blur. So if you transition from one thing that's blurred to another thing that's not blurred, that it's working fine. The plugin is now working for me now. You just uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Oh, that's interesting. So I think you're on the correct version now then. Yeah. Do you know any better method than regex to detect time in JavaScript? No, I don't dabble enough in JavaScript to know things like that. I guess so, which was weird as I checked the version I got according to the log files. did you maybe have a test version of 181? Did I send you one earlier before the fix was in? Let me check if you messaged me on Twitter. Did I? I sent you one earlier, but that is no, that was in 2023. That should not be it. No idea. Glad it's working now anyway, so this transition is working, and if I put a blur on this, then we go from a blur to a pixelate with it via the clear version in between. That's fine as a transition. Yeah. Are there other blurs I might be able to? Because the directional blur doesn't use the radius, they all use the kernel. Let's see. See what other blurs we have. We can replace source for now. Let's make this a bit cleaner for testing for now. Hey, welcome on in, Stargate Blue. It's going well. Let's see. Maybe in the box blur we can do it. And temporal should also be possible. Let's check box blur first. a move update, it's a combination of the move plugin and the composite blur plugin. So the effect when you transition from one source that has a blur and one source that doesn't have a blur and things like that. So box blur, let's see if that's... Yes, so here we can do float radius, use this radius, then we can do some calculation on it and use that here. And that should be enough. The calculation that we do on it is something like this, but do we go to 0? Yes, we go to 0, so we can make this the easier way. Yeah. That should be enough. Remove this part and remove that. Let's put it nice on the line. That should be okay. Let's check the blur type is the same. Let's put a to-do in that for now. Let's first check if that is already working now. That seems to be working. Let's try from yeah, if the type is not the same, I don't think we can do the transition. No, then we have to do the same. That should do it. This, yeah. Let's see if that is working. And now this is now box directional. And this is box area. And we only did it in box area. So I would guess I need to copy this part. Because this also uses a radius. Yes, so I can make that extract that in a function. So that is it for area. Then directional would be then like this. Use that radius and use that radius. Then we get a zoom. The radius here and here. And then for tilt shift, it's the radius here and here. That should be enough. And tilt shift was the latest. Let's see if we got them on. Welcome on in, Terranaut. As a coder since '83, I worship the work of Exceldo and what he's given the community thanks to his passion and heart. Thanks. And thank you for using it. That is a working transition. Let's see. For a zoom blur to directional blur is working, and the last one was a tilt shift blur. Yes. It's working. Let's see if I can make a pull request from that for finite singularity. What did I change here? Yeah. That makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. Sure. You can see what I'm doing. That is the Kawase passes. Gaussian, I think we can revert because we get there. That should all be fine. That's all spacing, that's automatically done. I can remove those spacing changes. Makes the pull request a little bit easier to read if I do that. Few more. This can also be repaired. Now this is that radius. That's correct. And this can be like this. That should be fine. What did I change here? I added the move plugin. And move transition and fill there. Move transition, filter transition, new plan. Move. Let's make a pull request. I want to change one thing in the box blur. I want to invert this one and make it a return early. So we don't have that much indenting. It should be fine. We did it for box blur, we did it for dual say that should be fine. I think that will build. No, it's pending approval from my maintainer. That's fine. I will get that approval on finite later. Then let's see. For move transition, what did I change? Fix reference league. That should get filter by name, filter to, yeah. And then next commit. Fix move transition. Fix move transition between disabled filter. That should be there. Let's see if that builds. It should build it just fine, but just checking. And well, that is building. I think I did all the things I wanted to do for this stream. So I am gonna call it a day, because like in about 1 hour my birthday starts, so I need to do some sleeping before I get up and get some presents. If there are no other questions from you guys, I will try to find somebody to raid. Let's see if let's see if I have somebody on. Yeah, let's raid this fine chap.